What's going on, guys? It's Guardian here again, and today I'm bringing you guys a Destiny video, and I'm going to be showing you some Iron Banner gameplay. And this time around it's Clash, and I did a couple things differently. First of all, I normally play with a team, and I wanted to jump in solo because I know that some people definitely like to just play solo, and there were a lot of complaints about Rift and about Control, that you have to have a team to do well, and so I wanted to jump in solo, see how you can do. And also, I use a shotgun in this gameplay. And if you know anything about me, then you know I literally snipe all the time. That's almost the only thing I ever do. So for shotgunning, it's definitely out of character. And I had myself a pretty decent game here. It got me a pretty good amount of kills. I was on my Sunsinger, and I was running with the Radiant skin instead of the self-res, and I actually wasn't using Viking Funeral. I normally run Viking Funeral on my grenades, but I just wanted to try it out because I feel like maybe they might be a little bit too strong. So if they're receiving a nerf, I just wanted to see and test out like what it would be like if something like that happened. So yeah, anyway, running the Doctrine and a shotgun. So you'll see I challenged that guy. He's hard scoped, looking across, trying to see if he could pick anybody off coming up the stairs. But I was already up there, and he didn't see me, so I was able to get a nice kill. Now here, the Flame Shield definitely saved me there. You'll see I almost burn out. I literally have no health left at all. But that play was possible because they were hard scoped into our spawn, and there's only one guy watching, and I was able to beat him out luckily. But yeah, otherwise that was probably a really bad push. I should not have pushed in there with 3 people versus just me. That could have been very, very bad if they were all paying attention to me. And that's the thing is when I shotgun, like I said, I don't primarily shotgun, so it's very different for me. I kind of struggle with like the approaches and stuff. Like sniping, it's all about positioning, both shotgunning and sniping, but for a shotgunner, the approach is the most important thing. The shotgun itself, it's not too hard to hit somebody with a shotgun, but like the approach and surviving that is all about, you know, playing smart and outsmarting the other person into thinking, tricking them into where you are and where you're gonna go when you're shotgunning. So that's a skill I don't have, and so when I definitely don't want to say shotgunning takes no skill, because I struggle when I use shotguns a lot of the time. So I definitely understand like it's just a different type of skill than sniping. So it's definitely very interesting. So I enjoy playing it so I can sort of understand more like what goes on in a shotgunner's mind whenever they're trying to rush me and they're trying to get that kill and close the gap. So anyway, you see here I've been kind of just running around like a madman. I mean, I'm not making like too many strategic pushes here with my teammates. I see here I'm pinched, so I back up. I don't want to die, and I'm gonna use my super here, and I'm gonna throw grenades, man. I'm running Heart of Praxic Fire, so my cooldowns are reduced even further, but I make a really bad push there, and I was just basically a sitting duck up in the air, and it was just an easy snipe and team shot with those 2 guys on me, and I thought I could just push in and get the kill with the grenades, but it was just a bad push, and I definitely shouldn't have pushed. I should have just stayed on the ground level so I could have ducked back into cover. But it's just, I guess, hindsight. So here, I'm actually going to get taken out with my heavy. I'm going to get a little bit too aggressive here. Usually in Iron Banner, it always used to be machine guns everywhere. You see everybody running around with LMGs, but they have changed the bounties, well, a while ago actually, and so now a lot more people are running rocket launchers because they're quick kills. You can easily take out rocket launchers and any other person for that matter. So that's you see a lot more rocket launchers in Iron Banner now, and I was just trying to, reminisce with the Thunderlord there, but I pushed up a little bit too aggressive, and I was bottlenecked into an area I couldn't escape from it, and it was just a bad push. If anything, I should have pushed over to the left, where I could have at least had some cover, and I could have ducked back into it when he shot the rocket at me, but again, I got a little bit too aggressive. I thought maybe they didn't have the heavy, but turns out they were just sitting right where they picked it up, so it was just a bad overall play on my part. Yeah, you'll see I challenged that guy. I knew he was going to throw a grenade, so I waited for him to throw it, and then I pushed him right there. And luckily, the grenade didn't track me, or I might have actually died, but I was able to get that. A nice little AFK kill there. And then I end up turning around and trading with that guy. There's nothing I really could have done differently there. He had the drop on me from the start. I was just lucky enough to trade with him there. He had started shooting probably a little bit before me, and I was still able to trade. So I'm happy with that trade. And something that I would like to point out that maybe not everybody thinks about, as I shouldn't have traded there. That was a bad push. I figured I could be up high and he wouldn't know I was there, but he was definitely all over it. And it's one of those things where you just gotta approach. Maybe if I would have been on the bottom level and I just would have slid around the corner, I may have gotten the kill there. And yeah, it's just one of those things where again, like I'm not a shotgunner, and so I'm learning how to push, I'm learning how to approach people, but yeah. And here I see a guy that's just right on the heavy, and I'm just waiting for him to push. I know he's going to, and our teammates, we all team shot him down, and he doesn't stand a chance. But yeah, going back to that, just something that some people are always wondering is like how you build your character based around your subclass. And for me, when I run Sunsinger, I like to run a discipline strength build, because especially when I'm shotgunning, because you always want your melee ability up when you're shotgunning. It always does that extra damage, and when you're on your Sunsinger, you have flame shield. That's just a massive advantage over people. So you definitely want your strength to be somewhat high when you're running a Sunsinger build. And, of course, the firebolt grenades are so good, so you definitely want to be running that. Now, I had probably, like, tier 2, as I just get absolutely wrecked right there by that sniper. He's just sitting in a corner waiting for me to come around. I run tier 2 intellect on my Sunsinger, which means I don't get my super as fast, but as long as you're getting kills, I find you'll get it about the same as if you weren't running that. And whew, man, was that a bad push on my part. I should not have just jumped up there like that. It was a very dumb play on my part. I don't know what quite I was thinking there, but they all three were hard scoped on me, and honestly, I'm surprised I even got that grenade off. But going back to my build, I run tier 2 intellect, and then I think I run tier 4 grenades and tier 3 melee. I believe that's the best I could get my all my gear up right there. So get a nice 3-piece there. So that was a nice one. I enjoyed that. But yeah, just really knowing. Even for me, I usually run self-res, so knowing for me when to push with my Radiant skin and knowing how much extra health it really gives me was something I had to really think about. I found myself pushing into a lot of people with not enough health, not as much health as I thought I had, and it ended up being bad news for me. Now see, I saw that guy was pinching me, and I was hoping that he was running up on me like that, and I just switched my shotgun really fast and was able to get a kill. So I was fortunate that he pushed so hard, but definitely it was the right play that I made on that part, and so I was happy about that. Now there, I missed my shot on the Stormcaller, but I was able to chase him down. He was worried about my teammates, and unfortunately, I could have prevented my teammates from dying there if I would have hit my first shot and my melee. I definitely could have saved my teammates' lives. And You see there, I got the firebolt, and then I pushed up with my primary to finish him off. And I know there's guys down there, so I don't want to rush. But Heavy's coming up, so I'm trying to get to him, and I realize I'm not gonna get the kill by shotgunning because he's just skating away from me. And so I pull out my primary and I get some damage into him, and my teammates finish him off. So definitely knowing when to have your primary out and when to have your shotgun out is a very important thing. You don't want to be rushing at somebody from extremely far away with a shotgun, or you will definitely lose that. Now that was just, I don't know what I was thinking there. That was probably the worst play I made all game. Heavy had just come up, and for some reason I just thought I can run up there and get a kill, and I don't know why. He had an LMG, I had a auto rifle, and it just was not going to work out for me in my favor there. So I honestly, I don't know what thought process was going through my mind at that moment, but it was definitely not the right one for sure. And I did have a grenade, but I was worried that he was gonna snipe or rocket me. So in this situation here, I haven't used my super because I don't want to waste it. I know that Heavy came up pretty soon or pretty recently, and for me to use my super and then get instantly killed by a rocket or by an LMG or something like that just would not have been good. Now that is just a testament to how crazy the Warlock melee is. I should not have got that kill. I shotgunned and I meleeed, but the melee was so insanely far away. I don't know how I was able to get that kill, but I will take it, I guess. But yeah, I think about now, it's definitely clear for me to use my super, but I'm not currently thinking about that at the moment. I'm just trying to position myself in a place where I can use it, and as that guy falls off the map, get the kill. I mean, hey, I get some shots in him, he falls off the map, and I die. So here we go. I'm pushing with my super and slide under that guy. Fortunate that he didn't have a shotgun, or I could have taken quite a bit of damage there. If he would have shotgun melee, that could have been very bad. And see, here's one of those things where I'm pushing, and I think I have a little bit more health than I do, and I shouldn't have pushed that quite so hard. I did that a few times in the game. Like, if you remember earlier, I pushed up that middle alley without even checking it first, and that's something I really need to get in the habit of doing. So yeah, just again a bad push with my super. I did end up getting a kill, but I could have easily wiped both of them there if I just would have taken my time and, you know, really scouted it out first. So I mean, again, it's just one of those things where it's gonna come with practice. Like, I normally main a Titan, and I wanted to give my Warlock some love, so I just wanted to try something different here. So definitely it was an okay game. I mean, I had a 2.0 KD, so I mean, it's obviously that's pretty good, but you know, 25 kills. But I made a lot of mistakes. I made a ton of mistakes in there in the way that I approached using my shotgun and other things. So I hope you guys learned from this video, and hopefully today I will be coming out with another one. There's no promises, but anyway, until I see you guys on the next video, have a good day, and I will catch you next time.